But
everyone say hi to Centerview, man. He's usually in the comments doing all this stuff, giving us these great hard questions that make my mind boggle. So I'm glad he's here now that we could talk. Not to worry about it.
Yes. My real name is Jimmy Birch.
So very
Burch.
There you go. So yeah, because that was the first question. I'm like, wait, because sometimes, like, you know, my name is not Tank, but it's like my gamer tag. So, you know, I want to make sure some people like being called whatever they are online, and then some people just kind of rather prefer their real name. So
you can just call me Jimmy here.
Yeah, awesome. So I figured, I'm like, all right, you know, because usually when I talk to people like other people like Chillmonger or stuff like that, it's like I know that's not his real name, you know, but that's how it is. Some people like to have their online persona.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for joining, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So before we get going, no, dude, we're just a bunch of YouTubers having fun. But check out Cineview's channel. Link is in the description. Just, you know, click on the little highlight. He puts up a bunch of cool videos. I think you just put up the machine. You did a solo Spider-Man, stuff like that. So he has some really good reviews.
He's got 41 reviews up so far and counting.
Nice.
Wow, that's very good. That's very impressive.
Yeah. It takes us all like.
And that was less than 6 months.
That was just this year?
Less than 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Period.
Yeah.
That's very cool that you have that much. That means you watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Watch a lot of TV. So that works.
I'm a huge fan of cinema. In fact, my big dream is to be a star in cinema, both acting, producing, and directing films.
Wow.
That's my dream.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you want to be like I think acting can be one thing, but directing, like being able to tell people what to do and have a vision, like you think you can do that?
In fact, on Sunday, I'm hoping that I can take part in a one-day shoot for a local short film.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Yeah. On Sunday?
Yes. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's a very cool thing to be able to do.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if this is what you love to do, this chase your dream always.
I will.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard, and I'm going to find another job so I can be paid while I try to pursue my dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely need to pay the bills. But I mean, everyone started everywhere. Where even like Vin Diesel, the big movie star now, he was doing what is that? Commercials for breakdancing. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's doing breakdancing videos and commercials for toys from the 90s. So everyone starts somewhere. But yeah, so go check out Cineview. Like I said, I think it'd be fun. Also, I like your reviews are I don't want to say like it's not a bad thing, but they're shorter, which is great. And I think short form content is really big right now, mainly because of TikTok and stuff like that. So yeah,
they span from about 2.5 minutes to 9 minutes.
Yeah,
my longest one was on the Little Mermaid live action remake.
Yeah,
and let me tell you, they were too hard on Hal Bailey.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
You know, I believe that. I got her poster up here somewhere too.
Do you? He's got all the posters. There you go. Yeah, they're very hard on her, but she was great. Her voice was amazing. Yeah, her voice was great.
Spectacular.
Yeah. So go check out Little Mermaid and all that stuff. But today we're going to talk about Across the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. So we've done a panel before, kind of did everything. This one we want to do a little bit more one-on-one with a few of our friends of the channel, so that people are not all yelling and talking over each other.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah, I know. So I'll link the panel up here, and also our Spoiler King non-spoiler review, and also Cineviews. I'll put it up in the description and up here somewhere. So what did you think overall, Jimmy, about Across the Spider-Verse?
You know, it was pretty okay. There's some pretty good fast pace, but there can also be some annoyance too. But that's pretty normal for an animated film.
I can see that. What annoyed you about it?
A few personalities were pretty immature, like
Okay.
Miles Morales.
Okay.
Sometimes they kind of mock teen stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. Man, that is a good one. Being like that whole the stereotype of like what I can't tell my parents, they won't understand.
Younger actors can act serious too.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see that very often.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that.
I'm also not that big of a fan with all the groundings. They really didn't have to do that so much.
Okay.
Of which one? What is it? The grounding? Oh, the groundings.
The
I was thinking
groundings.
like what? Yeah. I get it. That's a little silly, over the top kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah. What else?
The villain,
Mm.
pretty inexperienced, a little clumsy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You didn't find his his goofiness kind of funny, or was it more annoying?
Annoying.
Yeah.
But his powers were very interesting,
Mm-hmm.
going through multiple multiverses.
Yeah. I like it because like he's able to do it just being himself, where everyone else needs a special fancy watch. But yeah,
There were a lot of great references too. Plenty of Easter eggs,
Oh, definitely a lot easier. Yeah.
including where there were so many triangles of 3 Spider-Mans pointing at each other.
that was the best. Yeah, that was the best.
And Miles was being chased by thousands, if not millions, of Spider-Man and women. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man, the character?
I don't have a favorite.
Really? So you like them all equally, or it's not like? Because I mean, like, I do like
It depends.
Peter Parker is probably one of my favorites. Miles Morales is awesome. I mean, Spider-Man 2099 is one of the coolest comic book runs. Just there's a lot of Spider-Man Noir. There's
The guy
a lot
who
of
was the
choices.
leader of the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Yeah. I actually love that guy.
Really?
Who's very cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it the voice? Who was what's his name? Oscar Isaac. And he's just the king of nerds right now. He's in everything that's nerdy. Moon Knight to Dune, Star Wars, and now Marvel. So yeah. And I think he was the perfect voice, I think, for somebody like that who needs to be menacing but also like justifiably evil, but he's not really evil, right? I mean,
he's not evil. He definitely has a streak in him. He's more of an anti-hero than he's a hero.
Yeah.
Kind of a jerk.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, big time.
Cool
So the basically what he is he was a scientist and he was experimenting on spiders. So that's why like he has the spider bite. Like he could actually bite him and give him venom. He's like it's like a vampire. But that's kind of like the backstory of him. He's really a scientist that was just crossing the DNA between the spider and human. So so
there's one Earth that has no Spider-Man at all.
Yeah,
Earth 42.
42. They kept saying 42.
Yeah. How'd you like the ending? Because I think we all had different opinions of the ending. I think we all liked it, but I think they should have done it a little bit different, but I still enjoyed it. What about
there was no ending? Like Fast Sex, there was no ending. It continues to the next film.
Yeah. It's kind of the cliffhanger.
I like the cliffhanger. Yeah. I guess it was also because I knew it was coming. So I had no problem with there it is. That makes perfect sense now. And then it's like, it doesn't bother me. But some people going in, I knew.
Yeah, I know you knew. Like my girlfriend didn't know, so she walked out kind of not upset, but frustrated that she wanted to finish the story. She wanted more of it. Did you know, Jimmy, that it was a part 1, or did you kind of not know?
Well, the early trailers said it was part 1, and I was just no part.
Yeah.
Like Across the Spider-Verse Part 2 turned to Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Beyond the Spider-Verse, exactly. Which I can't wait to March.
That's gonna be good. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't want to spoil your rating because I know you do your ratings. And I'd rather have people go to your review for your rating. But yeah, I don't know. Like overall, did you say you liked it, or you're kind of like neutral about it, or was it kind of in between?
In between.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You watch a lot of movies. I've seen you've seen a lot of things this year already. Where would you rank?
Yeah.
Where would you put
Oh.
Across the SpiderVerse as far as all the movies that you've watched this year?
Well, in the mediocre zone.
Okay, mediocre. What do you have as the highest ones?
The Whale and Chevalier. Chevalier,
Yeah.
that one should be an underrated gem when it comes to the Oscars.
Okay.
Kelvin Harrison Jr., perfect role. I want him to win the Oscar for Best Actor.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
And my worst review, Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Whoa!
I remember watching your review on that, and you did not like it at all. I see. For me, that's more in the middle, but yeah, a lot of people don't like it. So
it's
they
very
really mock the
goofy.
child stereotype.
Yeah, they do that again.
And
But I
they
thought they kinda turned it on
vandalized
its head.
Blair.
Yeah, that's true. They did do that.
Yeah. So, because I'm trying to think because I think it was number one. It's like number one on everything now, like SpiderVerse, on Letterboxd, which upsets a lot of people and stuff like that. Do you have Letterboxd, or you don't do Letterboxd?
I don't do Letterboxd.
No, okay. It's pretty fun. We've got into it like in December. A few of our like friends of the channel, like, hey, you should get into it and do it. And it's pretty fun. I enjoy it because as soon as I walk out of a movie, I'm on there and I give it the stars and I rank it and stuff like that. It is pretty fun, but yeah.
I watch a lot of movies. I watch them early, but I only do it because everyone else hasn't seen it yet. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So
he's a
Stallion. Never heard of it. I spell that right. Shazam was that so.
Shazam was pretty bad. It was pretty bad for me. I thought it was a good bad, if that makes sense.
I thought it was a decent story. The problem was, once again, the acting was so just didn't match each one. So that's what I think the biggest problem with Shazam was.
Yeah, I expect one to get Razzies.
Oh man, I could definitely see that. But the other one you were talking about, what was not Chevelle? No,
Chevalier.
I want to see that. That's one that's on my list. I heard a lot of good things, but it's really underrated. Like no one really talked about it besides that 1 week when it came out. So
yeah, I know it should have gotten more attention in cinemas.
Yeah, but that's kind of how this year is going. It seems like, because like a good movie might get easily hidden behind these giant blockbusters, like Transformers and Flash and stuff.
I personally think that people should start seeing these prestige films again in cinema and let them make a good profit again.
I remember this Chevalier. It was the one the violin composer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The violinist.
Wait, did you see it?
No, I was
half
just looking
French,
it up.
half Caribbean.
Yeah. I heard a lot of good things about it. I definitely got to check it out, because if you're saying like best actor, Oscar worthy, then definitely got to check that out.
So it only came out April 21st, and 81 on Rotten Tomatoes. It looks very interesting.
It was what is that? I never heard of it. Pull up the trailer. Let me see.
We can do it at the end.
Yeah.
The Spoiler King said that they would put trailers at the end of the video. They promised that.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll watch a few trailers. Usually on a Thursday, I try to get 3 trailers out. And yeah, you know what? I mean, this one, a lot of people are talking about. It's 92% on Google. I mean, it is. It's
doing well. Yeah, I can see, and it's still movie theaters. So I'm looking at AMC Yorktown, Crestwood. I can see them in movie theaters all over the place right now.
I don't live over there, Byron.
Yeah. That's
Right.
No.
it's all right. No, it's by him too.
By Brandon Davis.
Yeah.
Oh. He's got the trailer pulled up. Then we got Horror Geek. What is up? A lot of tracking for summer films are pretty bad. Might have
a lot of flops this summer. I hope not. Like, I really hate that a lot of films are failing at the box office. Like, I hate that people prefer to wait for them to be on streaming rather than seeing in the cinema. But here's the thing. That big boost that streaming got from COVID, I personally think that should have been temporary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're still getting a lot of things that are streaming, but the truth, people like seeing things at home, but going out to the movie theater is an experience, and I think you're never going to lose that experience.
Streaming will never match that.
Yeah.
Also, Fast X, that's a very good movie. It does not deserve to flop at all. People should definitely give it a chance.
Yeah.
And besides,
it's fun.
It should have been an improvement on F9 because F9 was released when COVID was still going strong. So surely Fast X should have had a better box office performance.
It should definitely have a better box office.
Go back to cinemas.
But I mean, Fast 9 went to space. They were in space.
I actually didn't mind that.
Jimmy, they were in space. They never. They were astronauts.
I love that.
They were astronauts. They were just street racers. They're like, now we decide to go in space with duct tape. What? What?
I love that.
Okay,
Ludacris and Tyrese, they make a great duo.
That they do. I agree. They've both of those characters have changed since they were introduced. But if you can look past like that,
Ludacris went from running street races and dropping out of school to being one of the most genius people on all the planet Earth, and going and now being an astronaut. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, guys. Make it make sense to me. That's all I'm asking.
Well, that's the point, right? Fast Sex is like, it doesn't make sense, and that's why it's great, because it's so like
it's so good. It's almost meta.
Jay-Z is a high school dropout, but he's a billionaire.
Yeah. He is a genius. That does work. And if Ludacris could be Jay-Z, then I'll accept it.
I bet Ludacris would love to be Jay-Z.
I have a higher education than Jay-Z.
Yeah. Hey, and he has enough money to buy a school.
Which I think he's done, didn't he? He's like, there's a lot of money to schools and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. If anything flops, I think it's going to be because it's going against other movies that are going to do better, like Elementals. Yeah, Elementals. I think that's going to be good.
Should do double feature weekends. Like, a producer suggested that Barbie and Oppenheimer should be a double feature weekend.
So with Barbie,
with Barbie, yeah. That's why I missed the drive-ins.
Yeah,
drive-ins, they would do double features, and that was great because they would do that. It would have the two movies at the time.
No, so. I mean, not exactly at the same time, but probably on Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, even something Friday or Sunday.
Yeah. So like, I'm happy that I saw Transformers as far as summer blockbusters goes, and I can tell you, it's not a terrible movie. It's actually probably one of my favorites since like the second Transformers. It made sense. So I'm hoping that's not.
To see Anthony Ramos in that. I loved him on In the Heights.
Hey, great, and he is part of the reason why I loved any part with him in it. It's so good. But there's some parts that are like a few things that are like, why did that happen? But you can look past it. If you can look past being in space with Fast X, Fast 9, you can go ahead and look past some few things that happen.
I actually saw In the Heights on my birthday.
Oh, I mean, see, In the Heights was a good movie, and it's a good musical to even have around like that.
Yeah.
Horror Geek 9, indie tracking for $60 million is so bad. It had a $300 million budget. Even if tracking improves, it needed to improve a lot.
I don't want it to. Don't let it. Because why? Catherine Kennedy could get fired the next week. Leave. You know where the door is.
I don't want
Catherine
this movie
Kennedy.
to flop. It doesn't look like $300 million at all. Like more like $80 million or something. I don't want it to flop.
It's nothing to do with Indiana Jones. I love the series. I love the everything about it. You know, Harrison Ford.
Give it
All
a chance.
No,
Harrison Ford
let's
still
let
got
it.
it.
Let's
He
let
may
no,
be overrated, but he still
lost
got it
a long time ago. He's like 78 years old.
Yeah.
But let's let Kathleen Kennedy hit the door. Let's hit, because then my Star Wars can go and be the thing it needs to be. And
Speaking of
stop
let's bring my
interfering.
recent 3 reviews into the door. Kandahar.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, I heard about that.
This British operative who works for the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
He blew up an Iranian nuclear facility. That makes him wanted by the Iranians. He's also wanted by the Taliban and also wanted by a Pakistani agent.
That's Gerard Butler, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And he's paired up with an Afghan-American translator as they try to escape Afghanistan.
Wow. Okay. I like that. That sounds really good.
You Hurt My Feelings. That movie, starring that girl from Seinfeld.
Uh-huh.
The characters were very relatable. That's what makes the movie special.
Okay.
See, which one is that one? Oh, that one I have not heard of. Okay.
In fact, one of the characters is an aspiring actor. So
Julia Louis,
I kind of connect with him.
Okay.
Mm.
It got 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I mean, that's you're hitting some good ones. All right, what else you got? What's the third one you got?
And last but not least, Burt Kreischer's The Machine.
The Machine.
Yeah.
With Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one I enjoy a lot, but I am a pretty big Burt Kreischer fan. So I knew I was going to go in liking it, but even my girlfriend, who is kind of 50-50 on it, she enjoyed it as well. So I was the biased and she was the unbiased opinion.
Kind of hard and You Hurt My Feelings. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
The Machine, pretty good. A little less good, but
The Machine only took $20 million to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still flopping at the box office. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because a flop for that is going to be a lot less. I mean, it's okay to flop.
Yeah. Well, it's over 10 million below its budget on box office scores. And it's been out for a little while now.
What's it been out for? This is the second week, right?
No,
I think this is is it its third week? No, it's the second week.
Second week, right? This is the second week. It just came out,
last weekend,
last Saturday or something like that.
I think so. Yeah, it came out the same weekend as Little Mermaid.
Okay, so this is 3 weeks.
It came the same week.
This is the movie. What if that stand-up comedy performance, the story was real?
Yeah.
We get our answer in this movie.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was super fun, but it wasn't gonna ever do like great in the box office. I was just hoping if it would do good enough, like, and make somewhat of a profit, so we can maybe get more. But
open at 5 million and gross 9 million.
Yeah, so it might end up breaking even, which it's still, that's considered a flop. But if it breaks even, I think for them it might be okay. But because like I said, this is the summer of just blockbuster after blockbuster. From last month, this month, July, even going into August, it's going to be so many movies.
And don't forget, not every blockbuster needs to have a whole all-star cast. Just one or two would be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You gotta make room for new stars.
Yeah,
count me in.
There you go. give Jimmy a call. But like Little Mermaid, I think the biggest was, Melissa McCarthy. She's somewhat big, but she's not like a
She's
draw.
not A-lister,
but she made a pretty good performance in Ursula.
She was great.
Wonderful.
She was great. But and she was a secondary character. Even who is it? The King Trident. Javier Bardem.
Yeah. He was awesome as King Triton.
Yeah, he was okay. I didn't.
That's what I'll say. He was okay.
He was okay. but those are the two biggest stars in it, and they're both secondary characters at best, secondary characters. So definitely it was the newer younger actress.
Just like Elvis, Austin Butler, not as known, but he has a bigger role than Tom Hanks. And it was Austin who had the more likable role.
Yeah, he
got Oscar nomination, but Tom Hanks, on the other hand, he got a Razzie nomination.
Did he? I did not know that. That's funny. He was, Tom Hanks was okay. It was a little over the top with his character of the Colonel, but yeah.
I think it's the way it was written.
Probably.
Looks like Horror Geek is at it again.
Yeah,
he's right though.
The Flash pre-sales are mediocre. I wonder if it will perform domestically. I hope not. Just because a certain actor has gone through controversy does not mean their future movie has to flop. I'll still see it.
I don't know. Some of those things, when you're doing bad things, that does make me wonder, do you deserve to have a good movie? But I've heard good things about this movie, but I'm been saying this from the beginning.
Of course, that's a completely separate thing. It should have nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah, it's still because you're supporting them, and you're supporting something that they're about. And when you are an actor, you are still, the face of that movie, and you're the face of the things you've done. So you're kind of representing yourself in that movie. So if you support it, sometimes you are kind of saying it's okay.
Fairly. I'll treat the whole movie fairly. I feel like SpiderVerse and Mission Impossible will be the big winners this summer. Well,
SpiderVerse will. I was at the movie theater buying my Optimus Prime, and there was a teacher coming in buying 25 tickets for her students
That's awesome.
for SpiderVerse. And she said, I saw it once and I wanted to make sure that they all saw this and they all love this. She's an art teacher and they all love this artistic style, and the way they merged all the artistic style, I wanted to make sure they all saw it. So she wanted to spend her own money to get tickets for her students. I just thought that was so awesome.
That is awesome. That is really cool.
For 2023 films reaching $1 billion at the box office, you can't leave the Mario movie hanging. Something else has got to join it too.
But it has to have a foreign international following, and that's what's going to be very hard for some of these movies.
SpiderVerse is not doing too well internationally, but I can see Mission Impossible coming close. After what was the other one, Top Gun, and people are really enjoying all the other Mission Impossibles. The last one was really good, so this one looks like it's gonna be even more crazy with all the stunts and stuff. So it might be Mission Impossible that hits that bill.
Tom Cruise is doing his own stunts.
Unfortunately, hit it.
When I'm in my movies, I hope I can do some of my own stunts too, because you're not an action hero if you're not doing any of your stunts in your action movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's dangerous. Some of the stuff he does is really crazy. Yeah.
I'm not riding my motorcycle off of anything. I don't care if it's a curb,
a little ramp.
It's got a parachute though.
Yeah, it don't matter what it is. I want to parachute off the curb.
I'll parachute.
There you go.
I've never parachuted before.
I don't like jumping too high for myself. I don't like jumping. If I had a 40-inch vertical, that might be too high for me. I'm like, no.
Can't look down when you. But I don't think The Flash is gonna make $1 billion. Just from all the early reviews, like everyone's saying, like it's good, but it's not because the best comic book movie ever.
It's going against a movie that might be the best comic book movie ever.
Hopefully, The Flash should be an improvement on Shazam because, as I said, that movie sucks.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm so glad they changed the Flash's running style. I didn't like how he ran. It was just really like weird. And then now he's like actually like running how you see a person like normally run. So that I'm like, I don't know if that's just a nitpick with me or not, but
it was stupid the first one.
yeah, but I like it. I heard a lot of good things. I don't know, because I think people might have over hyped it, made it the better movie than what it actually is. and I think people are going to go in thinking it's going to be the best comic book movie ever, and come out and like, no, it's good, but it's not that good.
I think the Flash has international legs, and we're gonna see a big international number for it. So if you see $300 million internationally, all of a sudden we realize, okay, now we're at $700,000.
Pretty weird, interesting. We get Michael Keaton's Batman, and the Flash goes back in time.
Yeah, Flashpoint is my favorite. I love Flashpoint, so that's one of my favorite comic book lines runs ever. So,
yeah. Well, that was the start of every so often they do a crisis and then they reboot the entire universe, and then it kind of started with Flashpoint. But
this has been fun. This has been a good conversation. I like this.
Yeah.
And after Blue Beetle, it'll be Aquaman: Lost Kingdom. That'll be the last of the original universe, and I heard that's going to focus a lot on climate change, which I actually like that.
Okay, I haven't heard anything about Aquaman, so that's interesting.
Yeah, and especially since we just had those Canadian wildfires, making feel bad for them. The air quality sucks where I am.
See what's going on in New York?
You're up there.
They actually canceled a baseball game.
New England.
They canceled a baseball game against the Sox and the Yankees yesterday because of air quality.
Yeah,
my heart goes out to Canada and the Northeast.
Yeah, it's bad. It is really bad. So, and then I see there's a lot of those pictures and stuff coming out. So, yeah. So I deal my job. I deal with shipping. So today I had three people come to me and like, hey, I need to ship this, and it's either going to like one's going to New York, one's going to DC, and another one's going to like somewhere in like New England. I can't think of where, but somewhere over there.
Moving back to Aquaman, I've heard that some people don't actually like the climate change plot. They call it woke. But here's the thing: sometimes wokeness isn't bad.
No, woke is just a loaded word right now.
Yeah.
So,
but
all right, what did Horror Geek got here?
People are just trying to make people aware of all discrimination and lack of respect going on.
Exactly.
But some people, no offense, they just aren't ready.
Or choose not to be. Not to be.
Yeah.
Horror Geek says, I expect Guardians of the Galaxy to make more than SpiderVerse, but SpiderVerse to be more profitable, like how Wakanda Forever being more profitable than Jurassic World Dominion. I understand that. And he said, I don't like the Flash's costume here. I agree. I didn't like the changes in their costume.
It looks good, but I want to see it on the big screen. Once I see it on the big screen, then I might change my mind.
Wakanda Forever, that was a great tribute. It should have earned more than it actually did.
Well, it didn't get a big international number, and I didn't like that sometimes because of other reasons. But
just because Chadwick's not in it doesn't mean you can't see it.
No, I saw it, but I also know that for me, I've been a big Black Panther fan. If you see all the stuff, half my stuff is Black Panther. All the comic books and all that stuff. That's what I started off with, and I believe that T'Challa is one of the greatest heroes of all time, and that you need to give honor to that. So when you lose that T'Challa, you lose probably the most influential Black superhero of all time, and that's kind of why when you don't recast it, you just choose to go over it, you lose the most influential guy ever. So it's like, why would you do that to Superman? Would you do that to Batman? No, you still need them, so you will recast them. So why would you do that to Black Panther?
Thankfully, though, Letitia's right. I think she's a good actress to fill into Chadwick Boseman's shoes. She made a pretty good performance.
She tried really, really hard. So
she was good. I didn't mind as much. I wound up watching it the other day, and I skipped the funeral scene because it was just too much. But
it's too much. Yeah.
She was okay. She was okay. After watching it again, I'm like, I might have been a little too critical of her the first time. but yeah, she was good. I enjoyed her.
But it's going to need a big international number with $200 million budget. I think it will have a big international budget, big international number.
I hope it does.
Because it's a DC movie. I think DC is going to get. I mean, think about it. John Wick got over $240 million. I'm telling you that they're going to it's going to be a big international push, and we're going to see. I mean, think about it. Mario got almost 750 million internationally. If they get half, Guardians got 460 million internationally. So I see the Flash hitting that $400 million mark. And if it does, and domestically we hit another 400, 500, now we're teetering on that. Is it going to make it $1 billion?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it takes right there.
Yeah.
So, finishing up the comments, we got. So I'm also excited about Ron Perlman as Optimus Primal. I'm a huge fan of him. I love him as Hellboy, and those Hellboys are overlooked. The Hellboy should not be overlooked. The second Hellboy is one of my favorite movies all time.
Yeah, they are great movies. Guillermo del Toro, great great director, and then this all the realistic were they the costumes and everything was there. There was not a lot of CGI, which
is so good.
Yeah. Definitely.
Avatar is one of the hoax movies. Are you kidding me?
Had to say the
literally
whale plot
had a Save the Whales plot, and the movie made $2 billion. It deserved $2 million.
Whoa! There's no plot in Avatar. There's just stuff happening. There's no plot.
Whales were dying. They've been constantly killed.
Yeah. I guess I don't know if you want to put like wokeness in quotes, but. Yeah, but I mean that's what he was going for. He was going for like, hey, he wants you to think about the environment and stuff like that.
He was just going for. I'm gonna throw a lot of things at the wall and see what sticks.
Climate change is real. Avatar had a great story to tell. It had a good message.
Okay. So. All right, we've been doing for about half an hour.
All right.
Well, no. Here, I want to ask: is there anything you want to leave us with today? Something that you want to leave us with? Something we will need to think about, especially as we visit your channel on Cineview.
I hope I can interview with you again.
Almost.
I hope this isn't the last time. And I hope we can talk more. I'll see you around. Follow me on Instagram, JimmyBirdshow4.
Thank you.
And with that, at ease.
Okay.
See you later.
Great job, Jimmy. That was great.
Yeah. Great job, Jimmy. So real quick, here's his channel. Bring it up real quick. Just so you guys can go over there, check him out. So go check out Cineview. He's I think I started following you. You were like at 18, 19. So you're getting up there, which is great. Does the shorts, does his uploads, all his reviews and stuff. And I have to say, I remember this one now. This actually had me laughing a lot because I think you weren't able to see the movie, I believe, for the Blackberry movie. And
that night I was supposed to see that movie, but the showings messed up.
Yeah. But your caption on the short was great. It says, "My review on BlackBerry is as dead as the phone itself." And that had me like funny. Yeah,
that's really good.
So yeah, because
And let's talk the most popular short. 417 views.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, I'm a big Moleskine fan.
Awesome.
So
guys, if you guys get a chance, please check out Cineview's channel. Please subscribe to him. Thank you, Jimmy, again for being here with us.
You're welcome.
It was a lot of fun, and
I
love the fact that you know so much. I'm happy you have so much knowledge, man. You have so much stuff to give, so I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
All right, Jimmy. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
All right, man.
See you another time.